following is a live special presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good evening, my name is Ron Juckett. We welcome you to Retro Sports Network in this very special live presentation. It's primarily for YouTube, although we're not live on YouTube. Today, my YouTube channel, Retro Sports Network, hit the devilish number of 666 subscribers, which we didn't do anything for 600. So, to celebrate that number, which is so unique and so kind of naughty in our lexicon, I decided, hey, let's play a New Jersey Devils game, shall we? So we're going to play some exhibition hockey for you from the 1994-95 season between the two teams that played in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Detroit Red Wings and the New Jersey Devils. And this game is going to be from Brendan Byrne Arena in New Jersey. Well, yeah, at the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You'd think a Giants game was going to break out or something like that. We're using Action PC Hockey. It's just an exhibition game, nothing really serious, but I wanted to thank you guys to have made 666 subs possible. That's amazing. That really is. So, live hockey for you if you're on Twitch, or actually getting this one the next day on YouTube. How about that? So you'll see it on May 30th, and I can tell you on YouTube that we've got another 7 baseball games ready to fire for you. You get not live baseball, you get baseball pretty much every day for a while. So, the Devils and the Wings, next on Retro Sports Network. And I do have people watching. I'm surprised. All right, so here are the starting lineups for first, the Detroit Red Wings. Sergei Fedorov will center the first line. Vyacheslav Kozlov is on the left wing. Ray Shepard on the right wing. Shepard had 30 goals, Fedorov 50 points. This was a lockout season, so they only played 48 games. And remember, Detroit was a Western Conference team in this era. Kozlov with 33 points in 45 penalty minutes. The leading scorer for Detroit was Paul Coffey at 58 points, 14 goals and 44 assists, and his defense mate is Nicholas Lidstrom on the right. Mike Vernon between the pipes is .252 goals against average, got them to the final at a save percentage of .893. For the New Jersey Devils, Neil Broughton will be the center. He had 28 points in very short time. Claude Lemieux with 86 penalty minutes. This should be a fun one, shouldn't it? And John McClain will be on the right, 17 goals and 12 assists. Defensively starting for New Jersey, Scott Niedermayer on the left and Scott Stevens on the right, and the Hall of Famer Marty Brodeur and his .245 save percentage, or goals against average, and his .902 save percentage. Two Hall of Fame coaches behind the benches, Scotty Bowman for the Wings and Jacques Lemaire for the Devils. And with that, we're ready to go. The computer will run the lines. And of course, this game brought to you by HockeyTournaments.com, the best place on the web to list your tournaments. As we come out of our quarantine, go to HockeyTournaments.com to find or post a tournament in your area for next winter or fall. Go to HockeyTournaments.com and find the package that fits best for you today. Fedorov and Broughton at center ice. And the face-off will be won by New Jersey. Broughton wins the face-off. New Jersey moves it out. Taken by Kozlov over to Coffey. They give it away. Jersey in the zone. McClain behind the net. As Broughton open in the center. Broughton, first shot of the game. Vernon takes it off and makes the save. Detroit has it. Fedorov dumps it around. They battle for it. Shepard to Coffey. Coffey to Fedorov. Shepard in the zone now to Kozlov. Kozlov from the slot. He shoots. That's a blocked by Stevens. Here come the Devils. Line change coming. And New Jersey will play it out. Both teams change up Jersey. Driver to Breland. Hit by Rouse. Detroit comes the other way. Detroit, Iserman to Airy over the ice. In the Devil's zone to Cicerelli. Back to Rouse. They lose it. Tommy Aberlin over to Breland. And someone's offside. And we have a whistle. A minute or 2:04 gone in the first period here. And the third lines are out. Bobby Carpenter, one of the great American goal scorers of all time. Tom Chorsky is on his left wing. And one of my favorite players of all time, Stéphane Richer, on the right. Defensively, Ken Danico and Chris McAlpin for the Devils. For Detroit, Chris Draper at center. Darren McCarty's on his left. And Martin Lapointe on the right. Vladimir Konstantinov, the left defenseman. And Mike Ramsey on the right. Face-off coming just outside the Detroit zone. Carpenter and Draper. Face-off is won by New Jersey. Carpenter gets his pass through in the zone now to Danico. Chorsky. Draper with a steal and a hit. Here come the wings. Lapointe over to Draper. They move it in the zone. McCarty to Draper. Loses an edge. Here come the Devils. McAlpin to Danico. Over to Carpenter. He's hit. There's going to be a penalty. Carpenter's got the puck. Breland, the extra skater. Carpenter behind the net. Has Richer open. Mid-ice. Stéphane Richer. Between the dots. Shoots. Vernon with a save. And a face-off. And Lapointe will get 2 minutes for a cross-check at 3 minutes and 12 seconds. There was some shoving, but there was nothing really to go along with it. So, penalty for Detroit. First power play for New Jersey. Devils have 2 shots. The Red Wings have none. Brian Ralston is out for this face-off. On the power play. McLean on his left. Billy Guerin on the right. Bruce Driver, the left defenseman. Looks like Q from Star Trek. And Scott Stevens on the right. Stevie Yzerman will take the face-off. Bob Airy out to kill the penalty. Nicholas Lidstrom. And Paul Coffey on defense. Love that hair, Paul. Jersey in the zone. Ralston versus Yzerman. Won by the Devils. Ralston over to McLean. To Driver. They pass it around. Driver from the point. He shoots. Lidstrom blocks the shot. They can't deflect it. Driver has it. And trying to find McLean on the left. McLean. Long shot. Vernon makes the save. So, minute 39 on the minor to Lapointe. Broughton and Draper on the face-off. Draper and Burr. Sean Burr. Bob Rouse. And Fetisov on the defense. In the zone. To the right of Vernon. Face-off again. Won by the Devils. Broughton. Over to Richer. Richer behind the net. To Breland. Breland. Slapper left side. And that's deflected by Rouse. And Detroit will knock it out. Now back comes New Jersey. Breland is hit. New Jersey's not very happy. They dump it in the zone. Richer. Over the line. Broughton to Richer. Long shot. Vernon with a save. And Burr and Breland touch some gloves and they're going at it. They're throwing some punches. Burr and Breland, they're really going at it now. And the ref finally separates them. No one won the fight. And they both will get 5 minutes for being dweebs in an exhibition game. So that penalty comes at 3:52 of the first period. Power play still has a minute 20 going on. So Chorsky with Ralston and Guerin. Ralston on the face-off. Billy Guerin. Brian Ralston. And Tom Chorsky. Bruce Driver. And Scott Stevens. Yzerman. And Lidstrom. Shepard on this face-off. And Lidstrom and Coffey on the defense. New Jersey has won all the face-offs so far. Ralston and Iserman to the right of Vernon. That's won again by New Jersey. Chorsky to Driver at the point. Over to Stevens. Ralston open up the middle. Ralston. Rister saved by Vernon and a rebound. Loose puck. Controlled by Ralston. Over to Stevens. To Guerin behind the net. He's going to do a wraparound. Guerin wrapping around. He shoots and Vernon got a piece of it. Vernon knocked it down. Rebound controlled by Chorsky. Over to Ralston. Back to Guerin. Guerin's going to have to pass this one around. No one really open. New Jersey trying to set this up. Driver now. Driver has Guerin open. On the right. Guerin shoots. Vernon with a stop. Rebound controlled by Ralston. Immediate shot. Ralston is stopped by Vernon. A kick save in a Butte. And we go to center, and New Jersey will set it back up again. 6 shots in the power play. 50 seconds to go. Ralston this time starts it up. He's over the line. Over to Chorsky. Back to Ralston. Chorsky going to pass cross ice to Guerin. Guerin. Rister. Long shot that is wide of the net. Not even making it out. And Detroit, well, nope, Stevens. To Ralston, back to Stevens. Stevens will try to put this one on the net. Long shot from the blue line from Stevens. Trying to get through the screen. Chorsky and Ralston there. Trying to disrupt anything? No. Vernon with another save. That's his 7th of the power play. Ralston has the rebound. He skates it behind the net. Chorsky's open. Left. Long shot from the dot. Chorsky broken up by Iserman. And Stevens has it to Ralston. Back to Stevens. 7 shots on the power play, and Vernon has been a stone wall. 26 seconds to go on it. Stevens will fire this one from the blue line. Center. Guerin deflects it and scores. Billy Guerin scores. And the Devils lead it 1-0. Let's go to the announcer for the call to goal. Devils goal scored by Billy Guerin at 5 minutes on the power play. Devils goal by Guerin. Assisted by Scott Stevens and Brian Ralston. So LaPointe, that was costly, the cross-check. Burr and Breland with the fight. The Devils have 10 shots on goal in the first 5 minutes of the hockey game. And the Red Wings haven't put anything else on. So Keith Primo at center to take the face-off. Doug Brown, the right wing. Darren McCarty, the left wing. Fetisov and Rouse, the defenseman. Bobby Holik will center this face-off for New Jersey. You've seen Ralston and Guerin. Let me show you Chris McAlpine's picture. And Ken Danico. So I think you've now seen everybody's pictures. Holik and Primo at center. And the face-off is won by New Jersey. Holik sent back out to zone. No icing now. Rouse to Primo. Across the line in the double zone. Fetisov to McCarty. First shot coming up for the Red Wings. And Brodeur makes the stop. A stick save. Rebound controlled by New Jersey. Billy Guerin starts the rush the other way. Both teams change. Danico. Richer over the line. Richer slaps it on. That's wide right. Nothing there for Vernon. Detroit. They'll change up. Fetisov skates it. Around the board. Shepard to Lidstrom. Lidstrom to Kozlov. Over to Coffey. To Fedorov behind the net. Finds Shepard. Open right side. By the dot. That's wide. Brodeur didn't see it. It was soft, but it missed wide. Albelin clears it out. Here come the Red Wings again. Rouse at center ice. Dumps it in. Both teams change. Kozlov to Draper. Over to Fetisov. That's loose. Scott Niedermeyer has it. To Stevens. To Broughton. The puck is loose. They fight for it on the boards. Broughton has it. Takes it over to Niedermeyer across the line. McLean now. Lemieux behind the net. Lemieux, there's nobody open. He'll pass it around. They're trying to set up again. Lemieux has it. Again, nobody open. Lemieux will try to set something up. 1-0 New Jersey. 12:52 to go, first period. Lemieux, now to Johnny Mack. Mack says, nope. I'm going to try this now a third time. Still nobody open. Claude Lemieux, again. And now they'll just dump it. They dump it in the corner, and they give it up. Now LaPointe, New Jersey's a tired team. They need to change. LaPointe for the Red Wings. Both teams change. Now Primo over the line to Ramsey. Primo. Long shot blocked by Ralston. New Jersey has it. They'll change again. McAlpin. Both teams change. Richer in the zone. Richer has the puck over to Tom Chorsky to Carpenter. Risky packs to Chorsky. Ramsey might block this one. Chorsky left side. And that's blocked by Konstantinov. And Detroit will clear it out. Now it's Airy. And it's to set up the rush the other way. Both teams change again. The penalties for the major are almost over. McCarty behind the net. Primo between the dots. Slaps one and Brodeur stands tall. So we got ourselves a TV timeout. 10:51 to go in the first period. It's the Devils 1, the Red Wings nothing. You're watching Retro Sports Network Hockey Special to celebrate 666 subs on YouTube. And if you're watching live in the chat, say hi. I'm going to take a drink. So Broughton and Fedorov to take the face-off in the Devil zone. Kozlov and Shepard with Fedorov, with Fetisov and Rouse on the defense. Lemieux and McLean. Lemieux's going to get in a fight at some point, you know that. And Niedermeyer and Stevens play the defense. 1-0 New Jersey here in the first. Face-off run by the Red Wings. Fedorov has it. He tries to get rid of it. He loses it. Gives the puck away. Scott Stevens skates it out to center ice, but it's stolen by Kozlov. Shepard slaps it in. Fedorov taken away by Johnny Mack. Here come the Devils. They clear it only to center Airy as we play some dump and chase hockey. Both teams change. Yzerman over to Coffey. Cicerelli, wrister right side. Cicerelli saved by Brodeur. Albalin blocked it, actually. New Jersey plays it out, but only to center. And now Richer and Coffey go at it. Ho ho! Let's see what they call here. 2 minutes for roughing as they wish each other a happy 666 day. So penalties coming at 11 or at 10:57 of the first. They both get 2 minutes for throwing some snow at each other. So Primo, Burr, and Brown, the Detroit forwards, with Lidstrom and Mike Ramsey. For the Devils, Holik with Rolston and McKay. And McAlpin and Danico on defense. Primo and Holik to the right of Brodeur. On the dot, and the faceoff was won by New Jersey. Holik wins it to McAlpin. He gives it away. Detroit has it at center. Ramsey dumps it along the wall. Primo to Burr. He loses an edge. Here come the Devils. Holik plays it out, but only to center. Draper back the other way for the Red Wings. Over now to McCarty, and now Konstantinov and McLean throw some, well, let's see what they're going to call it. No, roughing. So they wish each other a happy, wonderful day, and they'll get 2 minutes apiece. So that penalty comes at the 12-minute mark. 57 seconds left on the glove rubbing by Richer and Coffey. Don't drop the gloves, don't get the penalties. So right now, this one's kind of chippy. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Yzerman and Broughton out for the face-offs. Airy and Cicerelli out with Yzerman. Fetisov and Ramsey on defense. Broughton has Lemieux and Guerin, who has the goal. On the forwards, Niedermeyer and Stevens on defense. To the left of Brodeur. Lemieux takes the face-off instead. That's won by Detroit. Yzerman knocks it over to Ramsey. Ramsey finds Airy. Cross-ice pass. Long shot. Left side, and that is way wide. And deflected out of play by Brodeur. So that's not a shot. Well, it says it's a shot, but The chalkboard was wrong. We'll do it again. Carpenter and Iserman this time for the face-off. Airy and Cicerelli with Iserman. Chorsky and McKay with Carpenter. Face-off still heavily in favor of New Jersey. 47 seconds left on the first glove rubbers, and Konstantinov and McLean have 1:50 left on their roughing penalty. So both boxes are full. Carpenter and Iserman. Puck is dropped, won by Detroit. Rouse to Airy. One-timer left side from Airy. Shot blocked by Chorsky. And here's Niedermeyer. New Jersey gets it out, but only to center. Detroit changes. Shepard brings it across. They dump it in the corner. Kozlov back to Fatizov. They'll turn it over. Holik starts this drive to Breland at the point. Breland between the dots. Long shot on Vernon. And Vernon got a stick on a blocker pad on it. And he gets it over to Fatizov. Now to Fedorov across the line to Ramsey. Over to Fatizov. Fatizov. Blue line special scores! Shepard got a piece of it, and Shepard knocked it past Brodeur. So the Red Wings have tied this game at 1. And now here is the call of the goal. Shepard scores 13:28 first period for Detroit. Shepard from Fatizov and Ramsey. Shepard from Fatizov and Ramsey at 13:28. So the pair of roughing penalties kind of goes into play here. New Jersey 11 shots to 4. So Carpenter and Iserman this time at center. Airy and Cicerelli with Iserman, Guerin, and Chorsky with Carpenter. Danico and McAlpin, the defensemen for the Devils. Coffey and Lidstrom for the Red Wings. 6:32 to go first period. 1-1 to score. Face-off at center is won by New Jersey. They've won a lot of these. Carpenter slaps it in. Guerin. Now Guerin. Left side. Vernon with the save. He got that rebound. He is controlled by Guerin behind the net. Going to try a wraparound. Guerin. Going to get one on close. Vernon knocks it away. How about that? Over to Coffey. Coffey with a line change starts it up for the Red Wings. Detroit, LaPointe. They try to get it back, and now Airy and Chorsky get into it. And let's see what they call here. And now we got a fight. McCarthy and Peluso are now fighting. And let's see, McCarty's in trouble. Peluso won the fight, and they both get 5 minutes. So that's the 4th scrum we've had. This one will come at, let's see if I can do some math here, 14:15 of the first period. McCarty got 5 minutes, and Peluso got 5 minutes. And the face-off is going to come in the New Jersey zone. Primo against Broughton. Burr and Brown with Primo, with Fatizov and Rouse. Lemieux and McLean. I'm waiting for Lemieux to get into a fight. He hasn't done it yet. McLean has 2 minutes for roughing already. Albelin and Driver on the defense for the Devils. So Primo and Broughton face off, won by Detroit. 1-1 to score first period. Primo to Fatizov. He's hit by McLean. Here come the Devils. Lemieux, they're going to change it up. Both teams change. Richer over the line. Richer, long shot right side. Fires, and Vernon got the glove, and we got a TV timeout. 5:11 to go, first period. Detroit 1, New Jersey 1. If you're in the chat, say hi. So Fedorov and Holik on the face-off. Kozlov and Shepard with Fedorov for Detroit. Coffey and Lidstrom, the defenseman. Holik on the charge with Guerin and Ralston. Niedermeyer and Stevens, the defenseman. Holik will draw this one back as New Jersey tries to set up another goal. Shots 14-4 in favor of the Devils. And the face-off is won this time by Detroit. They come away with it. They skate it out behind the net. Now New Jersey behind their net tries to get the next rush. No icing as that one bounces off. Kozlov to Shepard. Now Kozlov. and the penalty's called, and Coffee gets called for a cross-check. Timing of that wasn't very good at 15:40. So 3:35 left in the fighting majors to McCarty and Peluso, and Coffee gets 2 minutes for cross-checking. So Broughton out there with Breland, Sergei Breland, and my buddy Stefan Riche. Already has 3 shots on net. Danico and McAlpin on the power play defense. Draper and Burr to kill this one off for the Red Wings. Konstantinov and Rouse trying to kill it for the Red Wings. Face-off is won by New Jersey. In the zone, Riche to Breland. Breland. Left side shot. Vernon gives away the rebound. It's controlled by Rouse. And Breland has it behind the net. McAlpin open for a long shot. Hopes to set up a rebound. That misses everything wide left. Detroit. Konstantinov to Burr. Burr now in the zone. Detroit trying to set it up. A penalty is called, and Danico gets called for the trip. Oh, no. And so the power play goes to 4-on-4 as Danico gets called for the trip at 16:18 of the first period. So again, 2:57 left in the fighting majors to Peluso and McCarty. And so the boxes are kind of full. So 4-on-4 for the next minute 22. Ralston and Breland on the face-off for the Devils. Abelin and Driver, the defenseman. Primo and Kozlov for Detroit. Fetisov and Lidstrom deep in the Devil zone. Face-off is won by the Red Wings. Fetisov has it to Lidstrom. Lidstrom, slapper. Blue line, Brodeur with a big save. 5th shot for the Wings. Fetisov and Shepard versus Broughton and Riche. No changes. Minute 3 left on the 4-on-4. And a short power play coming up for the Red Wings after that. Face-off is won by Fedorov. It's over to Fetisov. Riche with a big hit. Here comes New Jersey. Riche starts the rush the other way. They dump it in. Broughton over to Niedermeyer. Back to Broughton. Neal has possession over to Stevens. Stevens guarded by Fetisov. He's going to try a shot here. He will get the forehand away. And Vernon saw that one all the way. And we got a face-off. 24 seconds left on the 4-on-4. 2:44 to go in the period. Primo and Ralston on the face-off. Kozlov with Primo on the forwards. Konstantinov and Rouse on the defense. For the Devils, Ralston and Breland with Abelin and Driver. This will be a draw-back face-off, and it's won by Detroit. Konstantinov over to Primo, to Rouse. Power play coming up for the Red Wings. Konstantinov, long shot, blocked by Abelin. New Jersey has it. They're going to skate it through. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4. New Jersey, Breland chips it into Ralston. To Breland, Abelin. Right side, blocked by Rouse. Here comes the very short power play. Here come the Red Wings. Detroit has it. Primo to Rouse. Rouse. Right side. Brodeur with the stop. He had to reach back, and he holds it in. And so 28 seconds on the power play. 16-6 the shots for Jersey. But Detroit has the power play. Yzerman out there with Keith Primo and Dino Cicerelli. Fetisov and Konstantinov guard the blue lines. Carpenter and Lemieux trying to kill this for New Jersey. Niedermeyer and Stevens doing their best. Carpenter and Yzerman on the face-off to the left or right of Brodeur. Won by Detroit. Yzerman over to Fetisov. They're trying to set something up. Yzerman, Cicerelli, back to Konstantinov. Yzerman trying to interfere with Brodeur. Konstantinov shot. Oh, Marty got a glove on it. Loose putt. Controlled by Konstantinov to Primo. Primo drives. That's blocked by Carpenter. New Jersey clears it out, and with 1:42, the power play's done. 57 seconds left on the Fighting Majors to McCarty and Peluso. Niedermeyer starts the rush back for New Jersey. Everybody skates or changes. Detroit has it at center. Kozlov dumps it in the corner. Fedorov behind the net. Over to Shepard. He loses the puck. Back comes New Jersey. Carpenter. They fly over to Guerin, to Ralston. Over the line to McAlpin. To Guerin. Over to Holik. Yzerman delivers the goods. Detroit has it. Under a minute to go. Plays tied up now. Yzerman has it in the Devil zone. Coffey finds Cicerelli right side for a shot. He shoots. Brodeur with the save. And the Fighting Majors are done, and everybody's finally back on the ice with 34 seconds to go. 16-8 shots for New Jersey, and a 1-1 tie. Breland and Draper on the face-off. Draper has McCarty and LaPointe with him, and Detroit is Konstantinov and Ramsey on defense. Breland has Peluso and McKay. Niedermeyer and Stevens on defense. Face-off in the Devil zone is won by New Jersey. Last seconds of the first period. They break it out. Breland to Peluso to McKay over the line. Konstantinov checks him in the boards. 19 seconds to go. Ramsey can't get it in the zone to Draper. Now Draper is, but that's the end of the period. After one period, New Jersey had that long power play when they put up a ton of shots. They outshoot the Red Wings 16-8, and the scoring chances 12-5. They get the power play goal, but the score after one in our 6-6-6 special. New Jersey 1, Detroit 1. And in our hockeytournaments.com scoring summary, Guerin at 5 minutes on the power play from Stevens and Ralston, and Shepard at 13:28 even-handed from Fetisov and Ramsey. And if you like penalties, well, you've seen a bunch. 34 combined minutes. Yeah, we play this one on the ice, kind of like your soccer in Russia, Lorenzo. So I'm going to take a drink of water, and we'll be right back. Actually, I can run an ad. Did I do it? Yeah. So thank you to Dre Archer123, who's my latest follower on here. 111 on Twitch, and wow, and 666 on YouTube. Lorenzo went unbeaten 7 games in his friendlies, and now the real hell, the Russian Premier Division. Anyway, Fedorov with Kozlov and Shepard for the wings, Coffey and Lidstrom on defense. Broughton out there with Lemieux and McLean, and Lemieux has been clean so far. Not a lot of clean hockey played in the first 20 minutes. Niedermeyer and Stevens for the Devils. So the face-off is at center ice, won by the Wings, and then it's controlled by Kozlov, and immediately the gloves get dropped. Coffey and McLean, what are they going to call? More roughing. So some glove rubbing there, 15 seconds in the period. So Coffey and McLean go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. And so we've now had 38 penalty minutes in the hockey game. So Konstantinov and Rouse for the Wings. No changes for the Devils on defense. Oh, ton of fights. Draper with McCarty and LaPointe for Detroit. Holik with McKay and Ralston on the wings. Lots of fights or lots of glove touching so far. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Draper and Holik in the Devil zone. Face-off is won by New Jersey. And they'll send it back out all the way down. Now Rouse starts the drive for the Detroit. LaPointe to McCarty in the zone. He gives it away. Holik starts the drive on his own. McKay dumps it in the Detroit zone. Holik over to Scott Niedermeyer. He misplays it. McCarty to Draper. McKay with a big hit. New Jersey at center. Carpenter going to try to skate it in the zone. Both teams change. Guerin over the line. Ramsey knocks him off. Here come the wings. Lidstrom clears it all the way the other end, and an icing is called. 17:58 to go in the second period. 1-1 to score. 13 seconds left on the matching minors to Coffey and McLean. Iserman with Airy and Cicerelli out for the wings. Breland with Peluso and Riche for the Devils. McAlpin and Danico at the blue lines for New Jersey. Fetisov and Lidstrom for Detroit. Breland hopes to draw it back against Iserman. Face-off is won by Detroit. Breland kicked it out, but Detroit has it. Detroit, Lidstrom, over to Iserman in the zone. Iserman to Cicerelli behind the net. Tries to find somebody. It ends up back with Cicerelli. Brodeur dives to his right, but the shot is deflected out of play by Marty. And we got a face-off to Brodeur's. Well, first of all, it was his left, and now it's his right, because Uncle Ron can't tell his left and right. Anyway, Carpenter on the face-off against Fedorov for Detroit. Chorsky and Riche with Carpenter. Kozlov and Shepard, who has got the goal for Detroit, are the forwards. Coffey and Lidstrom. Coffey's got 6 penalty minutes already. My goodness gracious. On the defense for Detroit, McAlpin and Danico for the Devils. Puck is dropped, won by the Red Wings. Fedorov has it, looks to move it up. Coffey, if he can stay out of the penalty box, shoots left side. Brodeur saw that one all the way. And we got a face-off to the right. So this time it's Primo and Holik. Burr and Brown with Primo. Ralston and Guerin with Holik. New Jersey now has lost more face-offs than they've won. Detroit playing much steadier. 17:03 to go, second period, 1-1 to score. Face-off is won by the Red Wings. Primo in the zone to Fetisov. Can he find anybody? Knocked off by Ralston. Here come the Devils. They'll skate it up. Albelin to Guerin over the line. Back to Tommy Albelin. Ralston, slapper, long way. On the left shot, Vernon sees that one all the way. Puts it off the pad, and he'll hang on. So Fedorov with Kozlov and Shepard to face Broughton with Lemieux and McLean. Niedermeyer and Stevens on the blue lines. Konstantinov and Ramsey playing defense for the Red Wings. So Broughton and Fedorov on the face-off. Broughton hopes to draw it back. Fedorov a better face-off guy, and Detroit wins it. Fedorov, checked by Lemieux, dumps it in. Brodeur plays it from behind his net, and New Jersey's going to get aggressive here. Broughton skates around to Lemieux, over to Stevens. Blue line special. Vernon got a glove, and he hangs on. 16:01 to go in the second period. Carpenter and Iserman on this one. Carpenter with Chorsky and Riche. Iserman has Airy and Cicerelli. Carpenter hopes to draw it back, and the face-off is won by Iserman. Stevie to Lidstrom to Coffey. Riche with a hit. Devils have it. New Jersey at center. Driver hopes to set the play over to Carpenter in the zone. Carpenter to Driver to Riche behind the net. Carpenter open between the dots. Riche's pass to Carpenter is good. Carpenter wrists it. Vernon gives up the rebound. Detroit, though, has it. Airy skates it out for the Red Wings. Draper hit by Holik at center. Jersey. Holik dumps it in. They'll chase it down, but Vernon plays it first. 14:41 to go in the second. Now McCarty. Both teams change to Burr. Over to Brown. They clear it all the way. No icing. Devils puck. Niedermeyer to Stevens. Riche. Puck is loose. They play for it along the boards. Carpenter has it for the Devils. He recovers it to Riche. Riche over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer, long shot attempt from the blue line right. Niedermeyer fires. Blocked by Rouse. And Detroit has it. They'll change. Fetisov starts the drive for the Red Wings. Both teams change. Fedorov behind the goal. Kozlov dumps it into Shepard. To Kozlov. Fedorov. Ralston steals the puck from New Jersey. Line change is coming up. Ralston clears it back. And Yzerman will start the rush the other way. I've got a notification. Tell us about the next thunderstorm. Alexa, what's the notification?
One new notification. From Alexa. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Burlington. It'll be in effect until May 29, 8:30 p.m. EDT.
So that's our third big thunder boomer of the day. We'll see if we keep everything on. Yzerman starts this rush back from Detroit. In the zone, Fedorov to Shepard. Shepard over the line. Shepard's going to take the shot. Brodeur to his left. Shepard. Brodeur gives up the rebound. New Jersey, though, has it. McLean behind his net. Now McAlpin getting chippy out there to Broughton. Lemieux, Danico. Long shot high, and Vernon saw that all the way. TV timeout. 12:52 to go in the second period. Still 1-1. Devils 20 shots. Detroit 11. Yeah, it's been bad all afternoon here. So Yzerman and Carpenter on this face-off. Airy and Cicerelli with Yzerman. Fetisov and Rouse trying to back up Vernon here. Chorsky and Richer with Carpenter. And Niedermeyer and Stevens, who has an assist, are on the blue line. Carpenter hopes to draw it back. Face-off in the zone of Detroit. Red Wings win it. Airy skates it into the New Jersey zone. Fetisov, left side dot. Fires, blocked by Richer. Stevens, New Jersey clears, only to center. Yzerman to Airy. Yzerman loses the puck. Tom Chorsky starts the rush the other way. Fetisov with a big hit at center. Detroit has it. Rouse, checked by Niedermeyer. Detroit gets it in, but New Jersey takes it away. Carpenter, line changes coming up. Both teams. Driver, hit by Shepard across the line. Here come the Red Wings. Konstantinov, they try to Fedorov over the line. Fedorov, long shot between the dots. Fedorov shoots. Brodeur gets the glove there. 11:01 to go in the second period. 1-1 to score. So the face-off coming to the left of Brodeur. Draper and Holik on the face-off. McCarty and Lapointe with Draper. With Coffey and Lidstrom. Remember, Coffey is Detroit's leading scorer in the 94-95 season. Holik with Ralston and Guerin. Albelin and Driver. The defenseman for New Jersey. Face-off is won by Holik. He gets it to Ralston, and they go into the other zone. Guerin just trying to put this one on the net. On to Vernon, and Vernon with a V. Save and a hold. Didn't get all that, but it's close enough. And the shots are now 21-12 in favor of the Devils. Holik in the zone with Primo. Guerin and Ralston. Stevens and Niedermeyer on the blue line. Byrne, Brown with Primo, and Coffey and Lidstrom trying to keep it out of the Detroit net. Holik and now Burb will take the face-off as Primo's removed. Face-off is won by New Jersey. Can they set something up here? Holik to Stevens. Holik just got nailed. Stevens, he's upset. Ralston's open for the outside shot cross ice. Ralston between the dots. One-timer. Vernon gives up the rebound. Only to Detroit. Here's Lidstrom. Now New Jersey wins the battle of the puck the other way. Scott Stevens sets up the next rush. 1-1 halfway home. Holik to Ralston in the zone. Holik behind the net. Ralston's open. Left side by the dot. Can he get there? And Lidstrom with a hit. Here come the Red Wings. They change up. Brown. Both teams change. Shepard. They send it out. McAlpin sets it up the other way. Claude Lemieux for the Devils. McLean. Lemieux behind the net. They're looking around. They're going to pass it around. I can smell the rain now. Broughton to McLean. Back to Broughton. Danico will fire the long shot from the... Actually, he comes in a little bit from the right dot. Fires. Vernon gives up the rebound. It's a save by Mike. but only to Rouse, and the Red Wings start again. Fedorov to Kozlov, back over to Fedorov. Rouse, his shot misses completely wide of the net. Here comes New Jersey. Claude Lemieux, line change coming up for the Devils. Both teams change up. Over to center. Yzerman steals it in the Devil zone. Yzerman behind the net. Yzerman trying to create. He actually creates it to himself. And the slot between the dots, and Marty got a glove on that. 7:48 to go in the second period. It's still 1-1. And Detroit playing much better here in the second period. So Draper and Carpenter for the face-off. Draper's got McCarty in the point. Fetisov and Rouse on the blue lines. Chorsky and Riche with Carpenter. Abelin and Driver are the defensemen for the Devils. Draper and Carpenter. Face-off won by Detroit. Draper to Rouse. Riche with a hit. Here come the Devils. Driver to Riche over the line. Stefan to Chorsky. Going to try to find Carpenter between the dots. He shoots and he misses it wide to the right. LaPointe. Detroit clears it, but only to center. Lemieux trying to start something for the Devils. Both teams change. Broughton to Niedermeyer. Back to Broughton. Lemieux long shot. Left side. Blocked by Lidstrom. Red Wings. Airy behind the net to Coffey to Airy. Dumps it in. Brodeur will play the puck. Devils clear. Everybody clears now. Burr the other way. Primo dumps it in over to Burr in the Devil zone. Primo. Brown. Rister. Left side. Long shot. Brodeur gives up the rebound. And the rebound can't clear the zone. Actually does clear the zone. Rouse starts this one for Detroit. In the zone now to Kozlov. Shepard. Slapper left side. Brodeur gives up the rebound. Makes the stop. Loose puck, New Jersey. Line change is coming. Ralston. 5:26 to go in the period. Carpenter. He comes across offside. 5:08 to go. And it's still 1-1 between Detroit and New Jersey. Fedorov and Breland on the face-off as I take a drink. Lorenzo playing frozen soccer in Russia. So the face-off is just outside the Detroit zone. Breland with Peluso and McKay on the face-off. Fourth line for New Jersey. Niedermeyer and Stevens on defense. Fedorov for the Wings with Kozlov and Shepard. Coffey and Lidstrom on defense. .508. Well, Lorenzo's on the verge of acquiring a kid he's been pursuing for a long time. How much money do you actually get to spend in the Russian league? Can't imagine the transfer budget's pretty high. Face-off won by Detroit. Fedorov wins it. He carries it into the zone. Over to Coffey. To Shepard. Long slapper. And that is missed wide to the left. Nobody there. New Jersey skates it out. Niedermeyer to Peluso. Over center. To Breland in the zone. Peluso's open for an outside shot. Left side. Vernon gets the glove up and makes the save. Yep. Yeah, that is the bottleneck. I'd imagine so. Not a lot of money in Russian hockey, or Russian soccer. A lot of money in Russian hockey. It'll be Draper and Holik on the face-off. New Jersey has Ralston and Guerin out with Holik as they try to put one on. Albelin and Driver, the defenseman, or is it Albelin? For the Red Wings, McCarty and LaPointe with Draper. Fetisov and Rouse on defense. Holik hopes to draw it back. Face-off was won by New Jersey. Holik gets it to Guerin. Guerin has the puck. Over to Driver, down to Ralston. Behind the net, nobody open. They'll try to set it up again. Guerin, hit by LaPointe. Here come the Red Wings. LaPointe to Rouse. Now at center. Draper over the line to McCarty. Fetisov back to McCarty. Detroit tries to set it up. Fetisov, long shot, left side. On the blue line, Brodeur saw that all the way, but gives up a rebound. He gives it to Albelin, and New Jersey will get it out. Holik will play it in to Ralston behind the net. Now New Jersey tries to reset. Holik behind the net. He's got two. He can do a wraparound. Holik tries to wrap this one around. Gets past Fetisov. 1-on-1 on Vernon, and Vernon stuffs him. Blocker save. Loose puck. It's controlled by Holik. Tries to find Guerin between the dots. Guerin, right side, face-off dot. Shoots. That one misses wide to the left. Detroit has it. Fetisov. 3:06 to go in the period. Dave Gardner having his first drink in 10 weeks. Fetisov sets it up. Both teams change. 1-1 late stages of the second period. Yzerman at center. Over to Konstantinov. Cicerelli hit by McLean. New Jersey has it. They clear it across. At center, here's Airy. Cicerelli. And now they're playing along the boards. Yzerman to Ramsey. Cicerelli, Konstantinov. One-timer. And Brodeur with the save. 2:17 to go in the second period. New Jersey 1, Detroit 1. So Fedorov and Breland on the face-off. Kozlov and Shepard, who's got the Detroit goal, are the forwards. Coffey and Lidstrom are on the blue lines. Peluso and McKay with Breland. Niedermeyer and Stevens trying to protect Brodeur. Vernon 24 saves, and Brodeur has made 16 in a 1-1 tie. Fedorov to the right of Brodeur. Wins the face-off. Detroit tries to set something up. Shepard to Kozlov. Kozlov left side. He shoots. Brodeur gets up the glove. 1:51 to go. Primo and Carpenter on the face-off. Spur and Brown with Primo. And Chorsky and Riche for the Devils. This one has been chippy. 38 combined penalty minutes. Lots of glove rubbing. Only one fight. Primo and Carpenter on the face-off. One by Detroit. Primo to Lidstrom. Lidstrom slaps one from the blue line. And Brodeur will make another hold. So Yzerman and Carpenter this time. Airy and Cicerelli with Yzerman. Chorsky and Riche with Carpenter. Lorenzo goes back to his soccer game. Fetisov and Rouse in the blue lines for Detroit. McAlpin and Danico for the Devils, rather. Yzerman and Carpenter put the sticks on the ice. One by Detroit. Fetisov has it. Over to Yzerman. Danico slides into Yzerman by the boards. Devils hope to skate it out. Last minute of the second period. Carpenter. Long slapper. Over the line, and Vernon will make the hold with 1 minute to go. So Holik with Ralston and Guerin. Niedermeyer and Stevens for the Devils. Kozlov and Shepard joined Fedorov with Coffey and Lidstrom. Holik tries to draw it back. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Fedorov to Kozlov. Now in the Devil zone. Power play coming up. And Niedermeyer gets called for the trip. So Detroit, who's 0 for 2 on the power play, will get one. Shots now 26-19 in favor of New Jersey. So Fedorov with Shepard and Kozlov on the wings. Coffey and Lidstrom, the defenseman. Broughton and Chorsky hope to kill this from New Jersey. Abelin and Stevens, the defenseman. Face off to the right of Brodeur. Right? No, the left of Brodeur. Broughton hopes to clear. Last minute of play. Face-off is won by the Red Wings. Fedorov has it to Coffey. Shepard. Long shot left side. On to Brodeur. Marty with the save. And the rebound is controlled by New Jersey. Stevens tries to clear it. Does he? Yes, he does. It goes all the way down. 23 seconds to go in the period. Lidstrom, one last rush of the period. Fedorov skates through center. Kozlov now in the zone for Detroit. Over to Coffey. Coffey, Lidstrom. Long slapper left side. Blocked by Abelin. Fedorov, closing seconds. He's going to get a shot. Fedorov shoots. That's blocked by Stevens. And that will be the buzzer. And so the shot's 12-10 in favor of the Red Wings. And Detroit will have a minute 19 left on the power play on the minor by Niedermeyer. We've played 40 minutes at Brendan Byrne. It's the Devils 1, the Red Wings 1. We'll be back with the third period right after this. Well, if you joined us late, Guerin, a power play goal following the LaPointe cross-check, made it 1-0 New Jersey. Then Shepard got the equalizer even-handed from Fetisov and Ramsey. Coffey and McLean got 2 minutes for touching gloves, and Niedermeyer still serving in the box for his trip. Shots 12-10 for Detroit in the second period. Hits 9 aside, blocks 9-7 in favor of New Jersey, and shot attempts 38-32 in favor of the Devils. And that's the latest on the hockeytournaments.com summary. Excuse me. So Broughton and Chorsky hope to finish killing us off. 1:17 to go. Albelin and Stevens for the Devils on defense. Fedorov out there with Kozlov and Shepard. The forwards, Coffey and Lidstrom, hope to do some passing from the blue line. Face-off is won by Detroit as we start the third period. They chip it to Fedorov over the line. Sergei to Coffey, back to Fedorov. Lidstrom, slapper left side or right side, and scores! That's a goal. Marty never saw it, and Detroit goes ahead on the power play. Marty was turning towards his right. The pass went to Lidstrom on the left, and Lidstrom just slid it over the shoulder from Fedorov and Coffey. 9 seconds in, the power play goal, 2-1 Detroit. Let's go to the announcer for the goal. Red Wing goal scored by Lidstrom on the power play at 9 seconds of the third period. Lidstrom at 9 seconds of the third period from Fedorov and Coffey. So Detroit goes ahead. This was a Stanley Cup final for 95. Remember, this was a lockout year, and the Devils swept the Red Wings in 4. Yzerman with Airy and Cicerelli out for the Red Wings as the forwards. Coffey and Lidstrom, who just scored the goal. Breland and Paluzzo and McKay, the forwards for the Devils. Niedermeyer and Stevens on defense. Yzerman and Broughton on the face-off. We'll change that around as I should look up. The face-off was won by the Red Wings. Yzerman plays it into Cicerelli, over to Coffey. Detroit putting the pressure on. Coffey, Cicerelli behind the net, finds Airy in the slot. Airy scores! From Cicerelli and Coffey. What a pass from Dino to find Airy. And Airy just one time to pass Brodeur, and it's 3-1 Detroit. That took all of 30 seconds. Not 35 seconds between the goals. And if you thought the announcer was upset the last time, you're going to hear this one at the Bada Bing Club. Detroit goal scored at 44 seconds of the third period by Airy. Assist by Cicerelli and Coffey. Airy from Cicerelli and Coffey at 44 seconds. So Detroit, 2 shots in the period, and they've scored on both. So Carpenter out there with Riche and Chorsky. Fedorov out there with Kozlov and Shepard. 3-1 Red Wings. Opening minute of the third period. Fedorov wins the faceoff. He clears all the way down, and that's an icing. So New Jersey gets a face-off in the Red Wing zone. Holik and Primo to the left of Vernon. Ralston and Guerin out there with Holik, Niedermeyer, and Stevens. Fetisov and Rouse, the defenseman for Detroit. Byrne, Brown with Primo. Face-off is going to be won by New Jersey. A minute 4 gone. Holik has it. Tries to find Guerin outside. Burr with the check. Here come the Red Wings. Detroit back out. All the way to the other end. Not an icing call. Holik as New Jersey tries to get aggressive. Ralston to Stevens. Burr with the hit for the Red Wings. Detroit has it at center. Shepard tries to skate it in the zone. Both teams change. Detroit dumps and chases. Now behind the net. Now Lemieux the other way. To Broughton. Driver. Slapper right side. On to Vernon. He saw that one. And we got a face-off. 17-13 to go in the game. 3-1 Red Wings. Yzerman and Carpenter to the left of Vernon. Carpenter has Chorsky and Richer. McAlpin and Danico on the defense. Yzerman out there for the face-off with Airy and Cicerelli. Airy had the third goal for Detroit. Konstantinov and Ramsey on defense. Carpenter will draw. Airy will take the face-off. Carpenter hopes to draw it back. The face-off is actually won by Airy. Cicerelli to Konstantinov. Over the line. On the net, Brodeur gives up a rebound. Who controls that? The Devils do. How about that? Chorsky to Richer over the line to McAlpin. Carpenter behind the net. Richet's in alone on Vernon. Pass to Richer. Shoots. Vernon with a save. Oh, he caught that with the trapper. And the face-off to the left of Vernon. Breland and Draper. Peluso and McKay out with Breland. Stevens and Niedermeyer on the blue lines. McCarty and Lapointe with Draper. Fetisov and Rouse on the defense. For the Wings. Face-off is won by Detroit again. Draper wins it. Lapointe carries it through the middle. They'll dump and chase it. Brodeur plays it to McKay. Penalty coming up on Peluso for a trip at 3:47 of the third period. So another power play. Both teams are 1 for 2. Fedorov with Kozlov and Shepard. On the wings, Coffey and Lidstrom on the blue lines. Devils will kill this with Broughton and Chorsky. Niedermeyer and Stevens on the defense. Shots 28-23 in favor of the Devils. Broughton is told to clear the puck. Face-off is won by New Jersey. And Chorsky will play it on the wall. They do clear. And Coffey sets it up with a minute 54. First rush coming for Detroit. On this power play. Kozlov 2-on-1 over the line. Shepard to Coffey. Slapper. Brodeur with a save, and we got a face-off. A minute 31 on the penalty to Peluso. 15:45 to go in the game. Yzerman and Carpenter on this face-off. Primo and Cicerelli with Yzerman. Fetisov and Konstantinov on the blue line. For the Wings, Yzerman and Carpenter on the face-off. Won by Detroit. Cicerelli knocks it around. Primo to Fetisov. Now Yzerman between the dots. He tries to slapper. Brodeur gives up the rebound. Good putt. Loosened puck for Cicerelli from behind the net. One-timer to Primo. Long shot. Right side. Blocked by Driver. Yzerman behind the net. Cicerelli. Wrister. Blocked again by Driver. To Yzerman. To Cicerelli. Now Primo behind the net. Tries to find somebody. Has Cicerelli behind the net. Konstantinov. Blue line special. Brodeur. No, didn't make it through. It was blocked. Yzerman behind the net, New Jersey net. Over to Konstantinov. They're trying to set up a shot. Cicerelli. Right side dot. Fires. Again blocked by Driver. What a power play kill here for New Jersey. Carpenter loses it though. Primo to Cicerelli. Fetisov in the zone. Fetisov. Konstantinov. Slapper. Brodeur Save and a rebound. Good save by Brodeur. Iserman to Cicerelli. Now to Primo behind the net. Finds Cicerelli right in front of Brodeur. Left side. He shoots. Marty with a tremendous save. Rebound. Knocked away by Driver. Over to Cicerelli, back to Iserman. 4 shots in the power play for Detroit. Fetisov. Blue line right. Fires. Misses wide left. Well, off of Brodeur's stick and out of play. 18 seconds left to go in the power play to Peluso, and 14:32 to go in the hockey game. The Red Wings now have 28 shots, including 5 in this power play. Both teams now have 28 shots. Brodeur 25 saves. Vernon is 27. Broughton and Fedorov on the faceoff. Broughton will clear the puck if he can win it. And the faceoff is won by Detroit. Lidstrom will chase it down. Can they get a shot? Coffey to Kozlov to Fedorov. Center in front of Brodeur. Sergei shoots, and that misses wide left. Well, it's deflected again out of play by Brodeur. That'd be 8,000 power plays for Detroit now, wouldn't it? 14:23 to go in the third period. 9 seconds to go in the power play. Iserman and Broughton out for this face-off. Again, Jersey trying to clear. Face-off is won by New Jersey. Chorsky, well, they clear it, and that will do it. Power play's over, so Detroit had lots of chances but couldn't get anything past Brodeur. Draper starts the rush for the Red Wings. McCarty flips it around the corner. Lapointe in the zone. Stolen by Stevens. Scott Stevens to Ralston. Hit by Lapointe at center. Detroit. Lidstrom gets the zone. Over to McCarty. Coffey. Hit by Holik. New Jersey trying to set something up. They got to be aggressive. Holik to Guerin over the line. And then the Red Wing zone to Ralston. And they're trying to find Stevens to set up a rebound. Wrister by Stevens. And Vernon will just hold it. So that's pretty good. TV timeout. 12:53 to go in the hockey game. Detroit 3, New Jersey 1. So Broughton with Lemieux and McLean against Fedorov with Kozlov and Shepard. Coffey and Lidstrom on defense for Detroit. Niedermeyer and Stevens on defense for the Devils. Broughton trying to draw it back. Set something up to get something on Vernon. However, Detroit wins the face-off. Fedorov did a good job, got the stick down faster. Shepard down the zone to Kozlov. Lidstrom, bad angle shot, right side, or left side. And Brodeur, even with the angle, made the save over to Stevens, and New Jersey sets it up the other way. 12:38 to go. Again, they got to be aggressive. McLean dumps it in the corner. Vernon plays it for Coffey. Here comes Detroit. Coffey. One-timer. Deflected wide. Fedorov got a stick on it, but it went wide. Now Broughton. Again, Jersey trying to be aggressive. McLean hit by Shepard. Detroit has the puck in the zone. Coffey tries to find somebody. Kozlov left side from the dot. And Brodeur makes the save. 11:34 to go in the third period. 3-1 Detroit. We're being told Russian Premier League opener, 64th minute, Team Kimki. Or Himmel. Jimmy Kimmel's team is leading their game 2-0, and that will keep Lorenzo out of the gulag. So Iserman and Carpenter as we go back to the hockey game in the face-off. Airy and Cicerelli with Iserman. Chorsky and Riche with Carpenter. And the face-off to the right of, or the left of Brodeur is won by New Jersey. They clear it. Back down to Detroit. Iserman. Saucer pass to Rouse. Chorsky with a big hit. Jersey has it at center. Driver. New Jersey trying to set the play. Gets Cicerelli. Takes it off the stick of Driver, though. Cicerelli. Loose at center. Iserman and Driver fighting for the puck. Rouse. He mishandles it. Can New Jersey do anything? Holik tries to skate it in. Both teams change. Holik across the line, hit by Constantino. Here comes Berg. 2-on-1 the other way for the Red Wings. Niedermeyer over to Brown. Brown shoots wide of the net. New Jersey fresh has it. Holik, defenseman changing, coming up for New Jersey again. They got to be aggressive. Holik to Ralston now in the zone. Holik to Danico. Burr with a hit. Burr scoops it up. Sean Burr on a breakaway. He'll go end to end. He dekes. Burr. Slapper 1-on-1. Brodeur is equal to the challenge. 9:20 to go. And Detroit has outshot New Jersey now 32-29. Kozlov and Shepard with Fedorov in the New Jersey zone. Coffey and Lindstrom the defensemen. McLean and Lemieux with Broughton for the Devils. Fedorov and Broughton on the face-off, won by the Red Wings. Fedorov tries to dump it around to Shepard. He dekes. He finds Coffey. Back to Fedorov between the dots. He shoots. Danico gets a block on that one. New Jersey has it. And they got to be balanced. They can't keep losing it. Broughton over the line to Claude Lemieux. Back to Broughton. McAlpin, long shot left side. Coffey with a block. And Detroit has it. Lidstrom. Behind the net, Detroit, no hurry. 8:42 to go in the game. Draper dumps it in the corner. New Jersey gets it along the boards. Here comes Driver. Carpenter now in the zone. Albalin tries to put it on the net. Vernon made the save, and we'll have a face-off. 8:10 to go in the game. 3-1 Detroit here in the third period. 32-30 now the shots. In the third period, Detroit has outshot New Jersey 12-4. And remember when New Jersey won the first 10 face-offs? Well, Detroit has now won 32 of the last 40. It's all been Detroit since that first goal. Holik and Primo. Ralston and Guerin with Holik. Burr and Brown with Primo. They try to draw it back. Holik will lose it. Detroit has it. Primo to Brown, over the line. Brown to Ramsey. Back to Brown. Brown with a high shot right side. Or left side. Brodeur gives up the rebound. Got it on a stick over to Stevens. Here comes New Jersey. They clear it down. Konstantinov has it back for the Red Wings. Both teams change. 7:40 to go. Detroit, Ramsey to Konstantinov. Driver with a hit. New Jersey at center ice. McKay in the zone. McAlpin fires, and Vernon, despite the screen, saw it all the way. 7:07 to go. Yzerman versus Carpenter. Chorsky will take the face off. Instead, he'll try to draw it back. Yzerman has the advantage and wins it. Yzerman skates it up, dumps it around. Brodeur plays it, sweeps it behind for Richer. 6:49 to go. They got to be aggressive. They're down 3-1. Detroit has it now as Carpenter lost the puck. Kozlov in the New Jersey zone. Both teams change. Shepard dumps it. Kozlov to Lidstrom. Back to Kozlov. He loses control. Here comes Scott Stevens. Over to Lemieux. Claude Lemieux. He's been a choir boy today, but he'll miss that shot to the left of the net. Here comes Detroit. Coffey skates it out. Primo and a bounce over a stick. New Jersey at center. It's going to be Albalin. Richer over the line to Carpenter. To Chorsky. Back to Richer. Can they do anything with it? No. Primo with the check. Here come the Red Wings. Fetisov. 5:14 to go in the hockey game. Rouse. Both teams change. Rouse. McLean with a big hit. New Jersey at center. Time running out. Stevens. 4:59 to go. They got to make something happen. McKay over the line. Peluso back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer tries to get the shot. Guarded by Fetisov. Niedermeyer with the wrister. That misses wide around the boards. Peluso tried to tip it and tipped it out of play. So the last TV timeout, 4:36 to play in the game. Detroit going to do something that they couldn't do in the Cup Final, and that's win. 33-31. The shots in favor of the Wings. Broughton after the TV timeout. Lemieux and McLean on the wings. Niedermeyer and Stevens just trying to get something on the net. Kozlov and Shepard out with Fedorov, with Coffey and Lidstrom. Could you believe that as chippy as the first period was, that Claude Lemieux wouldn't get into any trouble at all in this game? I find that hard to believe. So Lorenzo's won his opener. Or Kim Key, not Kim Ol. So, yes, you got to talk to the press. Broughton trying to draw it back. They do. Won by the Devils, finally. Niedermeyer has Lemieux open outside. Lemieux at the point. Fires it, and Vernon makes the save. And now Fedorov is hurt. 4:10 to go. There's still enough time for New Jersey, but they need to get something going pretty quick. So Cicerelli, Primo, and Airy, the forwards for the Red Wings. Carpenter, Chorsky, and Richer for the Devils. Carpenter, fresh line out there, tries to draw it back against Primo. Faceoff was won by the Devils. Carpenter to Driver. Driver has Richer open right side, outside. Richer, bad angle shot from center, and that misses wide right. Detroit has it to Cicerelli across the line, and they come in offside. 3:28 to go in the hockey game. Broughton and Iserman will take this one from just outside the Devils' zone. Kim Key, not Kimchi. Himki. I don't know much Russian, Lorenzo. So Broughton and Iserman. Kozlov and Shepard with Iserman, Coffey and Lidstrom. New Jersey, Broughton for this face-off for Lemieux and McLean, Niedermeyer and Stevens. And New Jersey, again, has to be aggressive with it. They trail by 2, 3:28 to go. Face-off won by Detroit. Detroit has the puck. Play it into space. They'll chase it down. Brodeur behind his own net. To Broughton, New Jersey really has to be aggressive with it. They trail 3-1. Lemieux to Broughton. In the zone of McLean. Right side or left side. Here's the shot. That misses. That's high over everything. Left of the post, Iserman. And there's a penalty coming. And it's going to be on New Jersey. Coffey. Slapper. Brodeur with the stop. And what's the penalty? Oh, Claude Lemieux. Claude Lemieux gets called for the trip. Talk about touchy. Jacques Lemaire is having a few words with Dave Gardner, trying to get his sea legs back, and has been as the top referee tonight. So Lemaire and Gardner are having a few words. I'm not sure that was a trip. That was a ticky-tack call that will come at 17:25. Hey, I'm not touchy, unless my wife's here. So Iserman, one last power play for the Red Wings. Kozlov and Shepard with Coffey and Lidstrom. Detroit, Chorsky and Broughton with Niedermeyer and Stevens. I think that makes being a ref more fun if you've had a drink. So Broughton and Iserman to the left of Marty Brodeur. 2:35 to go. Detroit trying to salt this one away. Broughton told to clear it. Detroit had called the timeout. Face-off is won by the Devils. Broughton, they dump it in. New Jersey clears all the way down. Coffey, 1:49 to go in the power play. 2:24 to go in the game. Detroit, Iserman through center ice. Going to slap this one on Brodeur. Marty with a rebound. And it's controlled by Shepard. Shepard skates it around. Now he's going to take a shot. Left dot. Brodeur saving a rebound. Got a pad on it. Stevens knocks it away. Shepard has it. Iserman out of Coffey. To Iserman. Between the dots. Niedermeyer got a piece of that one. Loose puck controlled by the Devils. They got to be aggressive. 1:45 to go. Broughton at center ice. Broughton over the line. Broughton has the puck. Shepard broke his stick. Broughton. Stevens trying to get the shot. Broughton hit by Lidstrom. Here come the Red Wings. 1:27 to go on the power play. Looking good for Detroit. Devils change up. Shepard dumps it into Coffey. To Lidstrom. Last seconds of the game. Kozlov has the puck to Lidstrom. They can't find anybody. Coffey. Kozlov. They're just dancing around Coffey. Coffey's going to shoot between the dots. Coffee, saved by Brodeur. Rebound, controlled by Niedermeyer. Now only Kozlov behind the net. Kozlov now is going to wrap it around. Last minute of the game. Kozlov, Brodeur! Oh, Marty sprawls out and makes the glove save. So 22 seconds to go in the power play and 57 4/10 to go in the game. Thank you, Lorenzo. Making a sub. I appreciate that, my friend. So Draper and Carpenter. 3-1 Detroit. Last minute power play. Lemaire and Lemieux keep barking at Gardner. And Gardner offers him a Scorpion Bowl. Carpenter trying to be aggressive. Faceoff is actually won by New Jersey. He stick handles it up. Driver at center. 16 to go on the power play. Ralston has control behind the net. Tries to find Driver for the shot. Driver, long slapper. Short-handed bid. Vernon gives up the rebound. Detroit has it. Power play is over. Draper to Ramsey. Last seconds of the game, 25 seconds. New Jersey will pull the goalie. Richer comes up. Can they get 2 in 25 seconds? Richer to Driver. Albelin at center. They got to do better than just get it to center. Jeez, and Kroll. Ralston in the zone. Ralston to Albelin. Richer outside. 14 seconds to go. Richer slaps it with 10 seconds to go. And that's blocked by Shepard. That should do it. Ralston has it behind the net. Going to try to find Driver. 8 seconds to go. Driver. Last seconds. Blocked by Shepard, and that'll do it. The game is over. Detroit outshoots New Jersey in the third period, 18-7. In fact, they scored on their first 2 shots of the period. And on Devil Night here on Retro Sports Network, the Red Wings win 3-1. So let's do our 3 stars. Mike Vernon gets the first star. He made 32 saves. Bedeviled is the right word. Shepard is the number 2 star. He got the first goal. And then Lidstrom, number 3 star, with his own goal. Brodeur had 35 saves. Sergei Fedorov won 15 faceoffs. He went 15-3. Yzerman went 11-6. So the scoring, Guerin got the 1 goal for New Jersey on the power play. And then it was 3 goals for Detroit. Shepard from Fetisov and Ramsey at 13:28. The game winner goes to Lidstrom 9 seconds into the third period on a power play from Fedorov and Coffey. And then the insurance goal came at 44 seconds. RA from Cicerelli and Coffey. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the game. Always tough to call hockey because it is such a fast-paced game. But we went back to 1994-95 and replayed the Stanley Cup Final game, and instead of the Devils winning, and you can see those stats there, Detroit, those 2 goals early in the third were all the difference in the world. And if you like penalties, you'll like this. So only the 1 fight, Burr and Breland and, McCarty and Peluso. But lots of gloves touching and all that. So a sincere thank you to all of you, all 666 of you who have subscribed on YouTube. Hopefully you enjoy the content, and we endeavor to make much more of it. So thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. And so we'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a good night. Good night.